Welcome to another video from Dr. Lock. Okay, so it's no secret that I'm a reasonable fan of this Carbine CEL3in1. Now, I ordered this one by accident, and when I got it I was like, okay, so how does that work and what's the difference and all the rest. So basically I thought I was using one that was, I was ordering one that just simply had a latch which goes in place of any standard knob set, and you can swap it out for a digital lock, because that's what this is. It's a digital lock. Now it has the keypad, so you can use a code. It has swipe card, so you can just swipe card. You can even program in your Opal card. It also has key as well, key override. Unlike a lot of the other Chinese locks, you're not getting some sort of funny dimple key that you can never get cut. You're not getting some sort of unusual cylinder. You can actually put restricted into this, and it's a standard 6-pin PD cylinder. So that's where in the Australian market it's good. A proper override key that can be upgraded to a restricted key if you want, so you can use it multiple places. The cylinder ticks the box. The actual mechanism and the electronics in this device also tick the box as well. We've used these on many places and they work quite well. It does state not for high use, so if you're going to use this on a commercial office store or something like that, you might run into trouble. And it's not designed for outdoor conditions as well. So if you're going to use it on a marina bay or somewhere like that, you're going to get into trouble. IP54 rating, so you can look that up as far as it goes. Now these are fire rated. You can use them on unit front doors, and for a lot of people who have a knob set, you can swap over to this and use it. Okay. The next thing about it is that this particular one is for a Mortice lock, and when I first got it I thought, Mortice lock, what, I've got to buy a special Mortice lock? What type of Mortice lock? And that's what this video is about. So on the side of the label we got CEL3in1 SL8S-N-M kit. Carbine CEL3in1 electric Mortice lock, box nickel, satin nickel. So that's just telling us all about it. Code, NFC, card, key fob, wristband or key. Okay, so a quick fits 54mm hole, 35 to 51 thick doors, 60 to 70mm adjustable back set. That does not comply because this is a Mortice one. C4 keyway, 6-pin PD cylinder style keying, IP54 rated, 1 hour fire rated, eco door fire rating. So not for your standard doors, your eco doors, which are what are standard these days, what everything's coming out with. So if you're in a really old unit block, it might not have the eco door, you might not be able to use it. 0 to 9 digital keypad, allows 25 unique users pin codes, 7 entry options including 4 to 8 digit RFID sticker, wristband and key fob, key override and NFC enables smartphones, requires 4 AA batteries not included. We recommend Duracell batteries for optimal performance. We recommend checking your smartphone with your installer before purchasing. Okay, so make sure your phone's got the right thing. Alright, so let me, alright, so I've printed up the instructions for this because this is a new one, and I'm going to talk to you about how you need to modify the Mortice lock to get it to work. When I worked on how to do it, because Mortice locks work with 2 spindles, 2 spring-loaded spindles like this into the lock. This works kind of different, so I'll take you through. There's your instructions, there's your keys, screws, usual stuff. Batteries aren't included, make sure you get them. You've got this part as well for lining up, and the biggest difference you're going to notice with this lock, I'm not going to go over the lock in detail because I have done that before, but it's a pretty cool, rock-solid digital lock. If you're looking for something and you don't want to buy the overpriced expensive stuff with the brand names from your local hardware, this is probably something that you might want to consider, because it's the quality that Locksmith would use, which we can warrant, which a product which we put through the paces, which we're happy with. Alright, so there's your keypad and all the rest. Simple handing, you can hand it left and right simply by pulling the lever down. There is a button to release it down there, so I go left, and if I'm not happy with left, I can just push that button down there, pop. Now I can hand it right. One of the things with this cable is be very careful when installing this cable not to pinch it. I can see this one here, it's got a little pinch on the heat shrink, but that has to be tucked around there and done perfectly. One of the things you might notice with this is that it's got a fixed spindle, right? That's a fixed spindle, and it looks like there's some sort of, I don't know what that is, a slide. It's fixed, okay? There's your fixed spindle. The footprint of this is also different, you might notice as well. This is designed for a Mortice lock where the spindle goes through and you got your top and bottom, just like any rectangular square plate furniture you'd see on a Lockwood 3582. That's that footprint. Okay, I should have actually got one of the locks down to show you. So that's what you're going to see from the outside, right? From the inside, you're going to see this. You're going to see this. One of the things I do like here is that they've kind of put this rubber insert into the plate. That plate's big, heavy and chunky. So that means that, you know, you can basically put your lock on together, screw it together, and you're not having to sit there, peel the little rubber out around the lock as you do when it's a knob set installation. So the rubber's a lot more user friendly. That's where your cable comes through the hole, comes into the back section right there. That's your handing button right there. So you pop it left, you're not happy with left, pop it, go the other way around. Nice easy handing, left and right doors, no troubles. To keep this lock secure onto this backing plate, you would be coming through these two screws here and here into here. To keep this lock set together, of course, on the door, you'd be going through these black plates. So mount the black plates first, and then use these two screws to secure the rest of it together on the door. Now, this is the most important bit, which makes all the difference. Well, let's not skip over this part here, because this part is important. People with tri-locks or other digital locks on their door, you can actually get plates, stainless steel plates, and they come like this. One side not finished, one side finished. Peel the plastic off and this is your finished side. This is not the exact plate for this exact model, but this is just an example, because you can get the plate for this exact model, and what that does is that allows you to cover up any ugly looking footprint. They are protruding by a couple of mil either side of this lock footprint, which is slightly larger than some of them, and it also covers quite a lot. So these plates here, if you've got a tri-lock on your front door and you want to swap it out, you can just order the standard lock, put that over the top, and you'll kind of be looking like that. Nice, neat, fancy. So you can swap out your tri-lock for a digital lock. What's better is that you can actually put in a TE2 cylinder in this as well. So let's say you've got somebody who's got a whole house full of Gainsborough TE2 key. They want to put this new digital lock on the front door, but they don't want an extra key. You can swap out that cylinder for a TE2 key it up to the rest of the house. Now they can use digital on their front door, and they can also have that key option, which is the same as the rest of the house, so they're not carrying an extra key. Pretty cool, huh? Alright, so that's that. You can also put restricted into it as well if it's business. Plates, you can get plates as well, which will cover any holes. This should cover your standard footprint when you're talking about a 3582 square rectangular plate furniture. Okay, I'm going to look at a 3572 full body. Let's look at a 3572 type lock. This is what we call it in the industry, because it refers to a Lockwood 3572, and when we refer to that, we refer to a 60mm full body Mortice lock. This is not the actual code number for this lock, but it is the exact same footprint and all the rest. This is one we use by Lockturn. It's called SGML60. You probably find that Carbine have the exact same product, and they'd probably call it something different. The reason I love these Mortice locks so much is mainly because the packing, the quality, the stainless steel, screwdrivers, the insert cam, everything's just included. So that's why I like them. Instructions are there too. They've got every function you could want as far as kick-off, handing. It's all very straightforward and simple. When I compare it to some of the newer Lockwood ones, I just like this older one. It just works. Alright, so we're going to do what we're told not to do now. 1 year warranty. Open the lock cover, the warranty fails. So we're going to fail our warranty now, and we have to do that for a very good reason. So first things first, where's the little tool here? Oh, you get these little screwdrivers with the lock as well. So first thing first, we're going to find our little screw here, because it's under here. Although it tries to hide, there is one under here. Sure there is. There it is, right there. Right, Phillips head screwdriver. Let me show you how to convert this lock to accommodate this digital keypad. So the digital keypad is pretty much just handles. Now, take note, there is a cable coming through. So in the instructions, you will find a position possibly to drill a hole or whatnot to pass the cable through one side of the door to the other. That I haven't done, but drilling a hole is pretty straightforward. It's this part that got me confused, and I was thinking, right, well, how have they managed to make this lock doable? Remember that this lock uses two spindles. Let me show you. Two spindles, two spring-loaded spindles. Okay, so that's on the outside. That's on the inside. And they are spring-loaded with these springs. They're together. They're having sexy time, these springs. There we go, we separated them. Okay, so these two springs sit inside the handles and go this direction, and they push up into this part here. Now, everyone who's watching this is probably saying, well, you can't, because there's a plate inside. It's designed to be clutching. It's designed to have shear off. You can't just stick a solid spindle through there. And that was exactly my thoughts on it too. So let's do it. Let's just cut this sticker and void our warranty, and we're going to lift very carefully the case, and up and over it comes. Okay, now let's get our tweezers so my hands are not in the way blocking you. This is the lock situation. As you can see, it's a well manufactured lock with stainless steel parts, good tolerances, good machining, good everything. So what we do is we just come up along with our tweezers here. We're going to remove that part there, and we're going to come up to this center little disc right here. See that little coppered brass disc? We're going to remove that, and we're going to come back and we're going to put this back over the top here, like so. Make sure it's seating properly, and it's not seating properly. Why not? There's the bottom one. Push into the bolt. Okay, we're seating properly. It's flat, it's in there, it's round. So it's flat, it's round, it's all here, it's good. It was, now it is. It's picking up the bolt, that's fine. Everything is good to go. We just need to put this cover back on. So we're going to need to be lining up this point, these 2 points here. Make sure we get them lined up. And there's 2 nipples at the front. Sliding that down. So yeah, it can be a little bit tricky, but any locksmith should be able to perform this task. And where are we here? Move it forward, move it backwards. Okay, we still need to line up this retainer pin part. There we go. Alright, that's coming through, that one's through, that one's through. Keeping pressure on it. Okay, checking everything up. There we go. This nipple now has come through, so that's now flush. We've got nipple, plate, in, all the nipples coming through, holding it together nicely. And let's tighten this up. Put a screw in it for now. Let's put a couple in because we don't want that mechanism coming through. So this lock is one of the good locks. As you can see, it's got 2 footprints for the handles if you're using older handle, leggy handles. One there, one there, one there, one there. So normally it's a diagonal or a left and right. And then you've got the handles which have the screw above and below, which is what this lock configuration uses. So now I've modified this lock. We're pretty much ready for the install. Now, we don't have to carve out this lock body because most of the time this lock body is already carved in on the door. This is a 60mm back set, standard Mortice lock, cylinder above, handles below. So it's pretty common and pretty standard. A lot of offices, a lot of places like that. That's why this kit is good, is because you can come along and turn a lock like this into a digital lock. Now, keep in mind that it works via the spindle. You don't need the cylinder anymore because you have key override with this. You have pin number with this. It's got the dead latching functions. You're pretty much picking up everything you would need. So we'll just push that cable out of the way, and look at this. You push that right through. Okay, so that's on the edge of the door, and there you have it. Okay, it's not engaging because it's got no power in it, and if you wanted to go in and out of the door and not use your code or not use the key, it's not a problem with this lock because you can actually put it in passage mode by holding down the hash button after you've put your code in. So you can use it as passage, you can use it as whatever you want, code, passage, storeroom, all of it. And of course it's got, from the inside, it's not lockable, it's always free. So commercial setups and things like that, you could use it on an office door to give people that functionality. From the outside, that's what you're going to see. Let's push that around like that. The cable's going to go around the Mortice lock, obviously, and you're going to put your faceplate on the front. So you're going to see a nice big faceplate like that. So that is a Carbine CEL3in1 converted into using a 3572 Mortice lock. Fairly straightforward, very good idea. The modification, as you see, didn't take me long. It is quite tricky. Any locksmith can do it, but it is not really for the home handyman unless you've got a lot of patience like me. Okay, leave your comments down below what you think about the CEL3in1 and about their way of adapting it to 60mm back Mortice lock. And I'll leave a link down in the description to where you can purchase it from our lock shop. If you've got any more comments about this lock, yeah, just leave it down in the comment section. I think they've done very well because this is Australian standards type Mortice lock used everywhere, unit front doors, all sorts of places. And to be able to put the handles on this type of Mortice lock means that it's an easy install compared to fitting in some type of European Mortice lock, which is not standard. And it does give you the options to reverse the installation as well, because you're not really putting any extra holes in the door. So I think all of these factors should be noted, and you know, you're ending up with quite a quite a nice locking solution. Anything that I haven't answered, you will get from the instructions, programming, all that. You'll get from one of our previous videos. You'll probably even find it all on our website as well. Leave your comments down below, and thanks for watching.